Have you eaten yet? APALA's Principles for Collective Liberation. Principle 6, Gender Justice.
Hi, I am a proud Pakistani Muslim hijabi woman. These identities don't define the whole of who I am, but it greatly informs how I show up in my community. One of the biggest challenges I faced during the 2020 elections was reaching out to uncles in my community because they saw me as a younger woman, would doubt my expertise, but then become sensitive to me coming off as knowing more than they did. I had to get really creative and realize my job was so much more than just trying to win a vote. It was to build trust. It is the kind of work that is often unpaid and devalued and done by women. I believe that we need to prioritize and redistribute this crucial work and look towards gender justice as our guide. As one of APALA's principles for collective liberation, gender justice means we value the leadership and visions of women, queer, non-binary, and trans people. AAPI, immigrant, undocumented, and women of color, including domestic workers, nail salon workers, and sex workers, are on the forefront of new labor organizing. Queer, non-binary, and trans people are on the forefront of challenging dominant norms under the patriarchy. My mother raised a ferocious and independent daughter despite the patriarchy. She taught me the ways of the daughter and the granddaughters of the Prophet, who always stood up against any form of oppression. So my motivation and guidance in this work is from my mom and the other women in our family and the women of the Muslim faith. I also have to credit the women and non-binary folks I worked with in the 2020 elections. They worked tediously to make sure gender justice was on the forefront of our elected officials' agendas. What can we learn from the struggles of women, queer, non-binary, and trans people? How do these movements address systems of oppression? Let's organize so we can all harvest the fruits of our labor and make sure that we all eat. Check out Have You Eaten Yet? APALA's Principles for Collective Liberation to learn more.